following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, Kid USA, and Nappy Boy. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Let's go.
Hey, going on, everybody? Welcome to Hashtag Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast, episode 187. I am your filthy, dirty, moist host. Did I say ghost? I mean host, Mr. Team Bring It, and of course, I got a special guest this evening. I got someone from Twitch, one of my good friends, 8-Bit for Fun. How you doing, sir? I've been trying to get you on this podcast for the longest. I'm glad that you are on here.
Hey, I should have waited an episode so I could have been 188 and just been straight 8. So I should have waited, but I'm gonna take 87 because it is the year that I was born. So I'm gonna take that. Yeah, I'm gonna take 87. I'm gonna take the 87. So it's a good time. It's a good time.
Very
but yeah,
so. Yes.
We've had some interactions, and you're the filthy, but I'm the filthy casual of wrestling. I give you the you can have that filthy. You can have that filthy. I'm gonna be the filthy casual of wrestling.
There's nothing wrong with being filthy. There's nothing wrong with that.
And if you casually do it, you just in and out of the filth. You're like, man, I'm here for a fun time and I'm out.
But 8-Bit, thank you so much for coming on. We're gonna get into the shit, but before we start, everyone, and yeah, I lost my mice at home, so I'm actually relying on the one on my keyboard. So this is I'm having like all types of trouble. But anyway, that's what I need you to do for me. I need you to hit that thumbs up, and I need you to comment. Also subscribe. Then I need you to hit that notification bell so you can get news and rumors from Hashtag Heels for Life exclusively on Facebook and on YouTube and streaming sites. So everyone, we have had a very productive wrestling week.
Oh my god!
Guys, listen, that was good. I'm not going to even lie to you, but anyway.
Don't worry about it. I got you. Nice. I got you. I did this for you. You're my bestie. Baddies.
Yes, but before we start, bestie, first we're going to talk about you real quick. Let me scroll down.
Me?
Yes, since you are the guest of honor, see, this is the reason why you cannot be forgetting shit at home or whatever, So.
Oh no, you good. If anything, we just run it back and we're gonna do another episode later. I come back after 200, or I could be 198. You just put me on the docket. Be like, hey, look, I'm gonna do booking for the podcast, and we gonna book this storyline.
Because I'm never so slow on this. It's like one click, left click, click, But anyway. So this is about you, 8-Bit. Let me just, if I can pull it up, see, this is the problem. Okay, here we go. All right, so Mr. 8-Bit, you can give a little introduction about 8-Bit. So you are a content creator, influencer, voice actor, producer, reviewer, host, and anime enthusiast. And then also, we can catch you live on Twitch Wednesdays, Fridays, 7:30 Central, in between 7:30 Central and 10:30 p.m. Central Time, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and on Saturdays, we can catch you in between 5 o'clock p.m. and 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time as well. And they can follow you on Instagram, Twitch, of course, TikTok, and also on YouTube. Is that correct? Okay. Yes. So how long you been doing this, Mr. Mr. Man.
Yeah, so I have been a content creator, just a person on the internet doing things for 13 years. I started when it was, you couldn't just, it's a lot easier now. It's a lot easier now. I was doing it when you had stuff that didn't work and you just made it work. You figured it out. And we didn't have the Elgato push button kind of stuff that they had to not, like you with podcasts, you was recording however you could. You had to know coding. You had to figure it out. I was there for those days, so I was there with you. It's not as easy for everybody to just, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna click in and it's done. So I was doing it for 13 years and I failed along the way. I did the group thing with people who didn't want to work. That's how I ran into one of the most hardest working people in the content creation space, Ziggy the Beast.
AKA our producer for hashtag Heels for Life. Yes.
You know, and I was, and fun fact, I was the person to give Ziggy his first ever appearance online in a video that I needed one other person for. I just needed anyone, and my best friend Ziggy the Beast said, hey, I'll do it. I don't know what I'm doing. And I gave him like, hey, look, these are your lines. And other than that, we just gonna talk naturally. And that was it. And those times came and gone with the groups, and I said I want to do things on my own. And I started streaming. I gave up on the YouTube video editing and scripts to say, I want to work on my improv. I feel like in the moment and talking to people, and I wasn't good enough for a podcast. So this space in like interviewing people and getting those guests, I was just like, I don't think I could do that. That's a different genre. But me just playing a video game and enjoying it and talking about it, and you know, I use streaming as a stress relief. So I was coming on, I was working 12, 10-hour days sometimes doing retail for 11 years. So I just needed to go around and kill some zombies, bash some heads in, and let things that were personally affecting me get it off my chest. So that's how I kind of got here.
So basically, your like outlet, your, you know, get some steam off or whatever is basically gaming.
Yes. And people like watching me do it for whatever reason, but they also love watching me chug balls. So if y'all want to go ahead and you know, get you some balls in your life and find out which balls are suited for your taste buds, hit up balls. You can find them online as well as maybe in your local grocer. Check the aisles for balls. You never know what's hiding behind those shelves.
Wow.
And sometimes you can also chug balls 2 at a time with whatever flavor balls you prefer.
So can you clank? So you clank it for the one time for the dead homies? Thank you. Just wanted, yes. Interesting. So one more question for you before we move on. So how did you become a wrestling fan? A casual wrestling fan?
That is my father. God rest this man's soul. My dad was the biggest wrestling fan. My dad was a trucker, so he got to, you know, he's driving through after, you know, wherever, and you know, truckers back in the day could stop wherever. So he would go to these little local indie shows, and he was watching the greats, soon to be greats, as well as those who didn't make it. So that love transitioned over to watching him watch everything wrestling that came on, taking me to those indie shows, and like, hey, we gonna get in the truck, we going to Alabama. It's like, huh?
I wish I had. Listen, I really wish that my father was involved with my wrestling. I mean, he don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I told him this or what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like run my own podcast or whatever. Like, you know, me and my father don't really have a relationship like that. I always had like father figures around me, you know, influencers, you know, all the good shit. But I really kind of wish that he was more involved. But, you know, hey, I'm damn near 40. I'm almost shit. I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, so like, you know, but whatever. But no, it's really cool that, you know, you're a casual fan, you dib and dab, you know, in wrestling or whatever. You always have a lot of questions when we go on Twitter, and you always ask questions, and it's good to ask questions because we want to get you up to date on like what's going on in professional wrestling. You know, a lot of people don't watch wrestling like I do, like on a daily basis, whatever, you know, and it's really cool. It's really cool. A lot of people like you are just, you know, dib and dab and saying, Chris, what's going on here? What's going on here? Like, and I love doing that. I get the thrill for doing that. You know, it's not an ego thing. It's just like I said, people just need to stay up to date. And this, you know, that's what's up. I think this is one of your followers, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yes, that is my lovely fiance. That is my
that's
lovely...
your fiance?
Yes, that's my fiance. My lovely.
Girl.
Yes. She's like, I if I had, I could literally just be like, hey, come in here, but she ain't coming in here. She like, my bonnet on, leave me alone. we in nighttime mode.
Well, Miss 8-Bit, what's up? How you doing? What's going on? Let me see. Abraham, what's going on? Kevin, what's going on? Joe, what's up? Reese, how you doing? Austin, he always like to call me plump. Yes, I am very plump. Ziggy, you should be on here. Yes, we need you to come on here if you could. Derek, what's going on? Because I have me and Ziggy got this little rivalry or whatever. Malik, what's going on from YouTube? So, let's get into the shit. So, yes. Everyone, this is going to be a free-for-all, okay? Because, like, majority of everybody that been coming on my spaces on Twitter, you already know what's going on. So we really don't need to do, like, a whole bunch of reviews or whatever. I think just me and 8-Bit is just going to have a casual conversation, okay?
Yes.
So, the first thing on the docket,
you want to start with this morning, or you want to go back? Oh, we going now.
No, we're going hot.
We're not even warming up. We in here.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do this because, you know, we need to talk about this shit right here. So, 8-Bit, what's on your bird with this? Like, we have had conversations about this, like, already. So let's give them the rundown, okay? Let's kind of hold on 1 second. Let me just okay, here we go.
I got you.
Okay, so if people is not update with the times, Vince McMahon retired this past Friday. Friday was a crazy fucking day. It was like news was all over the place. First, 9 o'clock, Triple H, she gets his job back, and then shit, like 1:30 Central Time, we see this comes across our screen, and everybody actually thinking, like, I mean, the world, like, literally stopped. It didn't stop for me because, you know, I'm black and fat, and I don't even give a fuck. I'm like, listen, I'm up here counting down the goddamn days about Vince McMahon retiring. I've been telling motherfuckers, I'll be like, listen, I want this man to retire like today.
He should have been retired. But he was too goddamn busy putting his dick in some goddamn mud.
You know what I'm saying? fucking bitches. Like, I mean, bitches that, you know, I didn't know he was like fucking around with a black chick. I didn't know that part.
You expect Vince, like, I'm gonna get some of this brown sugar. I'm gonna get it. Like,
right. And then meanwhile, he up there, like, you know, trashing Sasha Banks and Naomi on the slide, talking about y'all ain't being unprofessional, but you wasn't talking about that one chick that the bitch was giving you head and shit.
When he was like, I never got no sloppy top like that. Oh my god.
And then the crazy thing is, the same bitch that we're talking about now is a bad bitch. She's a bad bitch.
Hey, look. Okay. So taking the real reasons why this is happening out of it, from a wrestling standpoint, from a casual wrestling fan standpoint, at one point, no offense to anyone, I really thought that man passed away at some point between my absence.
Right, because he was looking like a dinosaur, looking like somebody from Jurassic Park. I get it.
Yeah, so I was like, I remember Vince, when Vince came out, he looked like he was maybe 150. Then right before pay-per-view, Vince was 220 solid muscle. And I'm like, so all that finally hit you, dog. You finally out of here, man. That polyjuice potion you've been using finally went out and took you out. Because before he wasn't really, he was, when they say he was behind the scenes, he really was behind the scenes. And it was like, I didn't see Vince. The last thing I seen from Vince was really when he said the N-word and everybody looked at him. And that was like the last time I really seen him.
And that was in 2005.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's like, I was like, hey, I didn't really see this man since. Then he strolled out. I went, look at God keeping the devil alive here with us. Look at this. Look at God. He keeping this man here just to torture the wrestling community.
I know. Like, he was torturing me. And I'm like, listen, I told people, I said, Karma is not fond of pretty, and he ain't fond of the rich. when he go, that bitch is gonna come back on you when you least expect it. So you know this man, like, you know, when the sexual, matter of fact, you know what, bitch, I got a timeline.
The Vince files.
The Vince files, right? The unsolved mystery. Here we go.
Lord. What he ate for breakfast?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Definitely get your Wheaties. You understand me? Let me see. Hold on. I think this is part one. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. So, June 5th, the whole WSJ stories breaks. Then June 17th, Stephanie, the interim CEO, Vince SmackDown appearance. Whatever.
That's horrible.
Right. June 20th, Vince is on Raw, skipping around and shit. Then June 21st, John Laurinaitis removed. Then 7/8, the whole story, the second story of the sexual allegations, the second story. Then July 22nd, Vince McMahon retires. Stephanie chairwoman, co-CEO Nick Khan, co-CEO Triple H, EVP talent relations. So it was a lot that has happened over the last 2 months. And A-Bid, so what, as a casual fan coming in and getting all this information from like me, Ziggy, and you know, people on Twitter, I mean, what does this like pique your interest on what's going to happen in the WWE?
Yes, because I immediately started finding out, how the fuck do I watch this not a month late? How do I find out? I'm not paying for cable. I'm not paying $600 a month to watch 2 shows and maybe 4. So for me to be told, oh, you can watch it on Hulu, it'll be the next day, as a casual, I'm fine. If there's immediate shit I need to know, you gonna message me with a space invite, so I know if it's something that's important, it will get to me immediately, and then I will wait, or you know, it's the internet, somebody got something somewhere. So yes, I am definitely intrigued, especially when Triple H is back. When I was told he was on his deathbed at one point, and I went, wait, hold on, Mr. Spit in the air, they almost brought him home, and they was like, yeah dog.
He was spitting that Jesus juice. That's what he was doing.
And I was like, yo, it was like, yeah, you've missed out a lot. So to get from, and then this was the worst part for me, I started getting in the old NXT before 2.0, and then it was like, I was like, they need their own show, and then it was like, yeah, NXT getting the show, and then I see the show, I went, what is this? This is Saved by the Bell meets wrestling. What is this?
Not Saved by the Bell.
Bro, when Braun Breaker came out, I went, is that who? He looks just like his daddy. And what is his name? And I looked at Zig, I said, hey, dog.
Because I could tell, like, they was like,
breaking up, Chris. Yeah, you breaking up, Chris. Oh no, I was like, yo, what? This man looked just like his daddy. You cannot hide who his genetic makeup is. He looked like one of them. We know who his parents are.
Right. We know he is Steiner, but that stupid ass name just don't make any sense.
Yes, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but with retro and back in the day being in and hot, anybody that is a grandchild of a wrestler, I'm abusing the hell out of you. I'm using your name for it. You're gonna be Scotty Scott Steiner. I'm making you
right. You're gonna have to beat me up, Scotty. I'm just shit.
You gonna be something. But when I see NXT, I went, yo, this ain't it for me.
Right. See that was the whole thing. See, like NXT 2.0 wasn't for me. It just wasn't drawing me in because like I'm like one of them hardcore fans. So like I like the Triple H concept. Like it was more old school, like Attitude Era, you know, type of feel or whatever. So a casual fan that comes in and they're talking about what the fuck is this PBS special type of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? So, like, and I talked to a lot of fans about this. It was just like, you know, Chris, why you don't like NXT 2.0? I said, number one, this is not up to my speed. This is not something that I really care for too much. You know what I'm saying? This is more so Vince's vision. You know what I'm saying? When you're petty, when you that, you know, that girlfriend or whatever that, like, okay, because like, matter of fact, me and my best friend actually had this conversation, whatever. So, like, say like she okay, there's a dude that she likes, but yet he likes this other chick. So in order for her to like get removed from the equation, she gonna say, oh well, you know, I mean, because you know, I do like you, and you know, and I do care for you like a lot, but you know, she got herpes, and you know, I don't think that's good for you because I don't want your dick to fall off. So you know, and that's how Vince McMahon did Triple H. Like he feels that this wasn't his concept, so he decides to rebrand NXT, even though it was not even broken. It didn't
definitely was not
at all.
It just needed more time. It just needed more TV. Yes.
It was drawing in the casual fans, the everyday fans, the hardcore fans. Like it was drawing everybody in. So what was the whole point of just rebranding this shit? Like it didn't make any sense. So now Vince McMahon is gone. Hold on. Sis, I'm sorry for this. Hold on. I need
Hold on, you good?
Oh, okay. Clink, clink, clink. You know, I'm up here celebrating like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Man, all you had to do was say, "Hey, I got you."
I don't have balls. I don't have the balls.
Hey, hold on. All you gotta say is like, "Hey, smack them balls together."
Okay, fine. So I'm gonna use you as my soundbite. Okay, so in the middle of a celebration. So let's kind of go over real quick. So Vince McMahon is gone. Everybody, balls, please. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I'm here for it, but let's kind of we've been joking about the whole situation. So let's kind of go over the positives. I don't want people to think that this podcast is based on like just bashing Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he did good. He did good. He gave us all the ability to have a mainstream platform that is taken seriously and give a lot of people a chance to make a lot of money. Because even without Vince, we wouldn't even have this platform to talk about Vince.
Exactly.
So we appreciate Vince. I appreciate him because it gives me a game to play. I love No Mercy. I am the worst GM in 2022.
I don't play with the GM. Like, I don't play with the GM because, like, number one, I'm all about cracking niggas' asses online. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they got the voice feature. So now I can really talk my shit. Thank you, Vince. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always want to say, hey, I'm better than you while I'm doing the DDT. Yes, boss, please. Thank you. So, like, Vince McMahon did a lot for the industry. He did. Like, he gave us that ocean that, you know, people can get spine busted, or somebody can get power driven, or, you know, these supernatural type of you know, characters that he been giving us, like, for the past, like, 30 years,
decades,
centuries, my nigga. So that's why I said I love Vince for that, because if it wasn't for Vince, #Kills for Life would have never ever existed because of Vince, you know. And like I said, people they was like, Chris, why are you being so savage? I'm not being savage. The thing about it is that the shit that you did outside of the WWE is foreshadowing your accomplishments in the wrestling industry. Because, like, whatever you did outside of the wrestling world is impacting of your product right now. Like, yes. You know, we got females that got, you know, booty shorts and shit. You know, they like, the first thing people are asking is Vince hitting that? Is Vince hitting that? Is he hitting that pussy? Is he doing that? And, you know, I don't like that. I'd rather, like, you know, talk about Pornhub and then talk about my wrestling. That's what I want to separate. But for some reason,
my search history shouldn't be on the screen.
Exactly.
like my search history shouldn't be on the screen.
Exactly. Like, whatever bitches you fucking, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. I just want to hear about my wrestling, and that's cool. But like we were talking about the day before yesterday, wrestling and politics intertwine with each other, and that's the only fucked up part about wrestling. You can't get away from the you know, the racism. You can't get away from the favoritism. You can't get away from that because, like I said, everything is intertwining with each other. Like, a lot of people don't want to talk about politics because it makes them feel some type of way. I don't give a fuck if you're a Donald Trump supporter. I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat. I don't care. But the fact is that it's just, we can't run from each other. And on top of that, we have a wrestling industry that was never built for Black people. And I always want to tell people that.
Yes, we talked about that this morning. About it this morning.
Because that will lead into Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah. We'll come back to that. We'll put a pin in. We're going to come back to that. We on Vince right now. We on Vince.
Yeah, we on Vince because this is this. I don't like how Vince went out. Honestly,
I agree.
I wanted him to go out in the blaze of glory because he did a lot for us. Like, for real, he did.
Yes.
But once again, we are in the Me Too movement. This is not 1990. We didn't have the internet back then. There was a lot of shit he got away with. He got away with murder. He was the mafia. He got away with, you know, raping bitches.
Drugs.
Like, drugs. Drugs. Like, I mean, for real. You know, and everybody like looking at Vince McMahon as the Godfather. I mean, for real, they looked at him as the Godfather. Even now, they saying, like, you know, Vince McMahon can get away with everything. And I be trying to tell motherfuckers, I say, listen, karma is real. Karma does not escape Vince McMahon. It does not escape Donald Trump. It don't escape nobody. Karma is real. And I've been trying to listen. I'm sitting up here with my fat ass and I'm up here crossing my legs. And I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, karma is going to get Vince. It might not get him yesterday. It might not get him today. It's going to get him tomorrow. And look what the fuck look what happened.
There's no Mr. Untouchable. There's no Mr. Untouchable.
Everybody said that Vince McMahon was not going to go anywhere because he's untouchable. He's too powerful. I don't give a fuck about that shit. All I believe is my Lord in Jesus Christ. And I know when he is about to teach you a lesson, it's going to fucking happen. And that's what happened with Vince. Boss, please. So, you know, Listen, I'm loving that goddamn soundbite. I ain't gonna even lie.
Like, Zig, clip it, and just clip.
Listen. There's some things I'm wrong about, and then there's some things like I'm on point about. And I kept telling people this like for years. Like I said that Vince need to really watch his step, and they be like they have it programmed like we're conditioned that all white people that's powerful will get away with a whole bunch of shit. That's not the case. Look at Vince McMahon.
Get away with it in the moment.
So dramatic. Yeah, something so dramatic that was so bad had Vince to retire. First, he resigned. Then he stepped down. Then he was forced to retire.
The investigation, that investigation report got hot, and they said, "Hey, let me step down because they talked to the right person in this report. So to save my legacy and my product, let me go ahead and just leave. I am no longer in charge of WWE."
Right, and you need to take yourself out. Remove yourself, or God is going to remove you.
Yes.
I mean, like, how many times do you have to not understand this? And this is and you know what? Since we're gonna talk about storylines, this is the same motherfucker that was fighting God back in 2006. You don't play with God like that. Did you not read the Bible talking about, oh, hallelujah, ace match? You don't do that. God don't like that shit. Don't do that. And like this, I'm trying to tell. Listen, this is the reason why the motherfucker don't have a job now, because I'm telling you, the kitchen got too goddamn hot and the nigga was burning like herpes. So
and his friends was like, "Yo, should we leave?"
Right? Should I leave, or what we gonna do here?
Do I got a job? Like,
oh, hey, matter of fact, John Laurinaitis don't have a job anymore.
I'm the boy. I'm in the boys circle. Were you taping it? I gotta go, guys.
and the thing about it is about John Laurinaitis. So he was also in the pussy, circle as well. So he couldn't escape from this shit either. Now I think Kevin Dunn, he's not on the board, so he was cool with from the investigations. But I don't think Kevin Dunn expected Vince McMahon to retire so soon. And see, the only reason why Kevin Dunn, remind you, not even a wrestling fan, hates wrestling, but he will suck dick on the regular because he wanted to keep a job. Excuse my language. But you know that this is a mature audience only, and this is a very filthy podcast. So all I'm saying is Kevin Dunn might not have a job by the end of next week.
We'll see how the cards unfold, or he has been moved to catering.
Right. No, he ain't gonna be moved to catering. That man is going to be in the fucking grave. That man is about to be done. Finesse gone.
But isn't that the person that like wanted to make movies? Like he just won't. He's like a. He's what is he like? He don't really do nothing for story.
He is the cousin from the Tales of the Crypt. I'm trying to figure out, you make millions of dollars and your shit, your grill looks like a goddamn graveyard. I don't know what's wrong with that picture.
The man teeth look like coffins turned.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like rise again. Like, I'm like, bro, Kevin Dunn like been getting on my nerves for the longest. Like, it's just like, it's cool to have yes men, but you want to have yes men that has your interests, not just like, okay, you're paying me millions and trillions of dollars and I'm going to do whatever, you want me to do. Like, that's me. I'm a free, I wouldn't even call myself a free spirit. My thing is like, if I feel that this is going to harm your company, I'm going to tell you how I feel. Like, that's,
that ain't the move, dog.
Right,
that ain't the move, dog.
Why the fuck did you just sound like Ziggy for a second?
Best friend, man. We share everything. Mannerisms, we good.
Okay, because you a mess for that one. So let's kind of go over the comments real quick. So Ty from YouTube, she said you can get away with it, but when you're young, but when you're old, it will catch up with you. Vince McMahon's situation is a prime example. When an old dog never learns his tricks. Ziggy said that Kevin Dunn already getting investigated with the insider trade stuff too.
Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart.
Hold on. Let's see. Reese said that Antonio reminded me Vince created his own religion called McMahonism. McMahonism during that storyline with HBK and God. I can't with him. And then Ty said that Maddie Messy Rose, she blackmailed him.
Let me
Why
get that.
She does look like a prostitute. I mean, I always keep saying that Maddie Rose is Superhead. Like, this is Superhead of WWE. And you know what? It kind of reminds me of the whole, like, who Vince was really fucking on the low. Like, who was he really, really fucking with, like, behind closed doors? Like, I mean, because, like, all of the stuff that we found out, like, I'm not going to lie to you a bit. Like, when all of these allegations came out, I'm telling you, it was like opening up Noah's Ark. Like, everything was flooding. Everything was, like, coming out. And I'm like, bro, like, I never heard about this. Like, I never heard about that. And before I knew, there was 18 fucking stories about Vince McMahon and sexual allegations.
Bro.
I'm like, my nigga, you are more hornier than me. But, like, like, I keep it, listen, I keep the shit fucking classy. Like a motherfucker. I don't need to like go around and fuck this chick and then say, hey, you can suck my dick, but then at the same time, I'm gonna pay you like $13,000. No, that shit gonna be consensual. For real. That's me. I don't believe in just shut people up because like that shit comes back to haunt you. You know some of these hoes can like hold water. They can't at all. But let's kind of go into some other details. So the whole situation with now that we have new management, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask everybody on here as well. Where do you think it's going to go? Like, where do you think we're going to be headed with this situation now that Stephanie, Triple H, like, what would you do first?
So the first thing will be the transition. Let everyone know the transition will not be easy. We all know, like I said in the Twitter space, Vincent Kennedy McMahon will not be Vincent Kennedy McFan. He still can call. He still can reach out to these people. This isn't like if the board put someone who no one knows, if they said, hey, look, we got this person who runs the NFL for us. We're going to put him in as the CEO of WWE. No one knows him. No one has access to him. And then the wrestlers have to kind of go through this weird board meeting where they're like, hey, hi, I'm 8-Bit of Fun. I've come from this. I'm looking forward to working with you. The stuff that businesses have to do. This is his daughter, his son-in-law, as well as people who he still contact and keep in contact with. And the wrestlers already know them. My only thing is, I really hope Triple H can really, Mr. Levesque can really change and fix some of the bad blood between people ready to walk and people who is complacent with where they want to be at. We all know R-Truth ain't going nowhere. He gonna sit there as long. But then we have people who we don't really know what the plan is for them. We see them like anybody that's in the 24/7 belt run, and we seen them do other stuff. Good. Also, I don't know how people feel about Shinsuke, but I feel everything that Shinsuke is doing now should have been when he had the King of the Ring title. All this with Gunther And him and this Gunther, Mr. Slapshot, anything dealing with Shinsuke now should have been when he was King of the Ring. It would have been way more. I didn't know Shinsuke was even around. I didn't see this dude. I'm like, where is he? Oh, he King of the Ring and he got a belt. What? I haven't seen this belt defended at all. Yeah, bro. They just waste. Vince don't want this man around. Hey, cool. But all of this should have been done. This is a year late storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And
honestly, I think this is where they fucked up at. Honestly, not to cut you off.
No, you good.
But I think it all went down at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. For some reason, bad things happen in New Orleans for some apparent reason.
No, it's Bourbon Street.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is with Vince is that Vince feels that damn, I just lost my train of thought. Damn, I just lost my train of thought. I was gonna make a fucking point and it just like went out of my head. You was talking about the whole,
like, for me, it's the story. The story needs to be fixed. WWE story needs to be caught up and current for everything that they have going on right now.
That's what I was gonna make.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. There you go.
Point. Okay, so the whole thing is that Vince feels that storylines need to be only like 5 minutes long, and then that's it. And I feel that they got away from storytelling. The only storytelling that's good right now is the tribal chief, like, Roman Reigns. But you see how long that took. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You see how long that took. That took like fucking 10 years to do. You know what I'm saying? If Vince had it his way, it would have took 10 years. Paul Heyman did that shit in 6 months.
And the boy ready to leave. The boy ready for his a break. He not showing up. He ain't doing nothing. All this stuff is late. And I think everybody in the locker room is burned out or complacent. And they like, fuck it, give me my check. I got 6 months in this contract. Either I'm a resign or I'm leaving. I'm going to see what's out there. We already know what's out there. But I feel like WWE needs to catch up because I remember when King of the Ring actually meant some shit. It was important. A person who I really enjoy because they kind of represent me. If I was a wrestler, Xavier Woods is this motherfucker signed my crown.
That's
got him to sign my crown. So a person who I really enjoy and I really love is King of the Ring. And he is sitting on the sideline, even though he does do other things, and Austin Creed has another life outside of wrestling, but this dude really is just sitting around. He's in a longest feud with 3 motherfuckers who don't mean nothing as of right now. Who were yeah. And now they jump from the feud with the Fight Club to some feud with Vikings, and it's like, so y'all just going around picking fights at this point
picking
to get on TV? Yeah, like, okay, cool, that's fine, but I believe they need to make shit relevant to everything that is established in the WWE. So if you're a champ, your story needs to be solidified and not put on the back burner. If you have a title, if you King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, whatever the case may be, I thought King of the Ring was an intern Money in the Bank as a mid storyline, like, hey, we're gonna put somebody in here to cause drama. They may lose, but we're here to fuel something until either a person comes back from an injury or I can put you somewhere, make some money, and you may win a title, you may not. Your work ethic from that point gonna decide.
Mm-hmm.
But then Money in the Bank is, here's your guarantee, you gonna get a belt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Money in the Bank now might lose. I'm like, I wouldn't even want Money in the Bank because that shit really don't sound like a guarantee no more.
Yeah, so it's that I'm glad that you brought up that whole King of the Ring, and with all due respect, respectfully, wholeheartedly, respectfully, disrespectfully, wholeheartedly, I just want to say this. Xavier Woods looked like a fucking clown with that crown. He does. And the reason why I say that is because, like, number one, he says that he wanted to dress up for Halloween. I'm sorry, but this is this is this is spring. This is not fall. Okay, so like if you want to dress up like a king, all you gotta do is just go to Amazon or just go to Party City. It's not that hard. And then
I did it.
So my whole thing is that the WWE did not treat him like a serious contender for the Undisputed Championship or for the Universal Championship or whatever. And that is very, that's very unsettling to hear because like Xavier Woods is really, really good in the ring. He's really good with the promos. I love him. I do, except for him fucking Wednesday, AK Paige, but whatever. But I just feel that they treated him as a clown. Like he was king, and then they just started beating his ass and shit. And it's like, wow, like, so you were king of the ring, you never got a title shot, you never got pushed, you never got elevated or anything like that of the sort. Like, it's just wow. And then let me see. CK Knows asked this. He said, whatever happened to Selena Vega? Selena Vega got gypped. She got duped. Okay. They made her queen of the ring, and then there's nothing else that was for her.
Catering.
Yes, she went back to catering. Like, come on now. Like, I mean, like, if we want to go to Pizza Hut and get something to eat, I could just do that. Like, but you're gonna bring me back in knowing that I was gung-ho about my Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was making money off my Twitch, like, you know what I'm saying, my fans, my followers was growing and shit. I was dissatisfied with the service with the service or with the presentation that was given to me, and then yet you promising me the world, you bring me back just to trash me again. That makes no sense.
You needed that Twitch money and WWE money. You wanted another. She wanted both. Yeah, like you have to make sacrifices when it comes to Vince. You either gonna break your body for him, break your mind for him, or both. But either way it go, you breaking something.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The peace of mind and the shit you gotta come to grips with as a professional wrestler, entertainer, not professional wrestler entertainer is different. Anyone who want to think about streaming, watch your stream and then watch it back and say, would I pay to see this? And if your answer is no, you are not an entertainer. These people have to bust their back and still have a personality as they're doing it when they're off. How I walk to the ring, how I leave the ring. Camera not even on you when you fucking leave the ring half the time. But you gotta make sure the people in that stadium don't see you. If you supposed to take the biggest splash of your life, you gotta limp. They don't give a fuck. You are an entertainer. You can be the best technical wrestler, submission expert. If you have the personality of a stump, you ain't making it.
You ain't. You gonna
unless you big. Unless you big and big. I mean, Umas big. You gotta be fucking huge, towering over people.
Oh wait. I'm about to say because Omos is. Excuse me, almost there. You know that man.
That's why I did it. I wanted the reaction from you.
So that's why because you was like, oh, Chris is awfully quiet, so let me kind of
actually, that's what that was. That was. See, hey, that's it. But yeah, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them to. Everyone think wrestling is just the mat and your move set and how you execute. But if you look up to someone, you gotta play the heel, you gotta play the face, whatever Vince give you. That's what I think needs to get fixed first. They got people who are heels that need to be faces. They got people who are faces that need to be heels. We gotta fix WWE's presentation to the audience. Then we can go back to, hey, look, this what we got. We got to fix the product.
But A-Bit, so I'm assuming you watch AEW and WWE, correct?
When I get highlights of AEW. I get highlights of AEW, yes.
Okay, so I think that this is a wrestling industry type of problem because AEW have the same thing. There are faces that needs to be heels, and then there's heels that needs to be faces. And I think it's like so backwards. And like I blame the John Cena thing, the whole thing about John Cena. Whether you like John Cena or you hate him. No, honey, no. You need to pick what you're going to be. If he's going to be a face, then why are you booing the face? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be booing the heel. Yeah. But once again, that goes back to conditioning. The conditioning is real because motherfuckers talk about, oh, I love John Cena. No, I hate John Cena. See, let's go Cena. That fucked up. That I'm telling you, that really fucked up a lot of things in the wrestling industry because they said, oh, heels are cool. No, heels are supposed to be bad. Yes. You're supposed to be booing him.
Yes.
You're supposed to be cheering on the faces. You're supposed to be cheering for the Stone Colds, the Batmans, the Supermans, Aquaman. They're tossed to the fish. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be doing that.
Those are your heroes. Those are your heroes.
Right? You don't cheer for the kidnapper. You
didn't want Roadrunner to win. You never wanted Roadrunner to win.
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to let's go kill the bad guy. Like
you're not supposed to cheer for the coyote that's trying to kill the Roadrunner.
Yeah, like this is your hero. I paved the way for your hero, and you are shitting on him. Yo, this isn't a good product. This is not. This is like if you watching G.I. Joe and Cobra Commander 1 and you like, so is that the end of the show? What, like G.I. Joe lost. He got everybody. What we doing now? We won. We ended the series.
And see me, I can't do the. Oh, so okay. So we got some comments that's coming in. So Reese said that can you book people as faces or heels when wrestling companies can't book faces, can't properly book faces, especially the main event faces. Okay, so you want to take this one?
But isn't that the industry? That's what we're supposed to be doing. That is what people get paid to do, and this is where the veterans, who we all know the vets don't take bumps. we know they will put their foot down, but that's when the product owner, the people in charge say, this is what you have to do because this is the narrative. This is their time. If you since we talked about AEW, since we are letting you write your narrative, and now you're mad at your narrative is changing because business has changed. You have two options: leave or you done. Like you sit on you in catering because this is what the people want. The people want XYZ to happen. we think we are going to write it with the people in mind, but it may not play out the exact way the people want. That is the all factor. That's the all factor. We can, this is gonna be some shit that I'm gonna say. It's not anything to do with wrestling. This is just a hypothetical match.
Okay.
If everybody said, hey, look, we want AJ Styles versus Austin Theory. Everybody want Austin Theory to lose because everybody hate Mr. Millennial. So then we book it. We have Omos come out. F you, AJ. You know what you did to me. Bow. Then Theory wins. We got a win. We have a subplot that we could look into later. Or we close the storyline with AJ Styles and Omos. They're done. They will never be back together. We are done. But this is what we wrote, because then we can come back and say, hey, Austin got his US title back. We got AJ for a rematch. AJ gets his belt because we want AJ with a belt. The crowd wants AJ with a belt, but it didn't go down with the way everyone thought. This is what writing is for. This is what the product owners are for. This is what feedback from the fans is for. This is what social media is for. What did y'all think of that? This is what GMO teaches you. You get your feedback from your fans and see what they liked. So cool. I'm looking at Twitter. Man, that match was trash, dog. Oh, Omos, what is he doing? I thought that was close. Okay, we messed up. Omos and AJ never gonna happen ever again. We know the audience said F that. Yo, man, that Theory kid, his moveset kind of nice, bro. He hit AJ with the you know what? This a big win for him. This an ego boost for him. He can go off on that. I beat AJ Styles. This is what the writing is for. That's what wrestling is for. That's the entertainment. They don't have a script. They have a loose script because you can't plan out the whole match and everything, but hey, go out there and cut a promo. Because if not, Vince gonna write it for you and you know you don't want that. So go out there, cut a promo, make it believable, make the crowd want you, and go from there. That's what we are here for. That's the entertainment factor they supposed to bring. Because if Vince started writing the script, who told him to say that? That's so 1930. But that's what we're in for. That's my casual take on it. Okay. If I'm watching wrestling and I'm here and I'm like, yo, they need, who wrote this? What are these matches?
That's the problem. That's what pushed me away from the WWE in the first place. It's like these promos don't sound authentic. It don't sound casual. It don't sound casual. It don't sound normal. It just sounds like just something that you would probably see in a cartoon or some type of shit. And you know, Vince McMahon is very animated when it comes to, you know,
everything.
Right, exactly. So, but yeah, let's kind of go through the comments real quick, and then we're gonna go on to the second because we spend like an hour talking about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sugar Nip. I'm sorry, Sugar Nip.
No, it was a great subject because like it was a lot to unload, and we're gonna talk some more about that on Twitter as well. So, but no, I just want to get to the real good shit. So, okay, no, good conversation. Ty said that Triple H is good for making storylines between heels and faces. When Triple H was running the yellow and black NXT, he know what he was doing in storytelling in wrestling, especially in women's wrestling. I agree with that because like the whole thing with the horsewomen, was a great storyline, and it went into the main roster. If there's anybody that was very successful, was the 4 horsewomen, because we knew who they were as soon as they got to the main roster. And for some reason now, there's a disconnect between NXT and the main roster. And we gotta stop that. If there's one thing that they need to clear up for this new regime, the McMahon and Helmsley era, part 2, but in real life.
It took this long.
Right. It took like fucking 30 years for it to come back. But yeah, that's something that they really need to do. If they want NXT to be successful, it has to be an all-around thing. It can't just be in one sector. It can't do that. They can't do that.
Wait, hold up. One second. So does NXT need to really integrate with the other two? So it needs to be SmackDown. So okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone needs to understand, yes, if NXT is to continue, it has to be considered part of the brand and not the developmental era. It has to be considered a legit show. It has to be a part of it has to be the last point of the triangle.
Right, so because if we're going to have like the main roster coming to NXT to help them out or whatever, everything has to, everything has to be interconnected. Everything, the flow, it's like a flow of water. Everything is going into one pipe and then going into the next pipe. In order for all of this shit to flow, everything has to work accordingly. You know what I'm saying? It can't just say, okay, we're going to break it off right here. No, you still got, you trying to get to the main. You trying to get to the Mississippi River. You trying to get to the Delta. I got a long way to go. I'm like all the way in Wisconsin. I'm trying to get all the way down to the Delta. You know what I'm saying? It's like one big pipe. You just think, no, I'm gonna break off over here. No, and that is the problem with NXT. It don't make any sense that I got wrestlers over here, big over here, but then when they get to the main roster, no one knows what's going on. It don't make no goddamn sense that the writers say, "Oh, I didn't know what the fuck was going on in NXT," but yet we're under one company. That makes no sense.
Or they have wrestlers who don't want to leave. They don't want to leave. Go. Don't call me up. Call up or you get fired.
See?
I don't want to get called up.
That shit. That made no goddamn sense when people saying, "Hey, don't call me up. Don't call me up." Ciampa didn't even want to go to the main roster for years. He is the last breed in NXT. Well, I mean, he's on the main roster now, but it's just like he's not his same version when he was in NXT. You know what I'm saying? That's bad.
You get a new toolkit, you become a new person when you when you get out. Get out.
I was like, I don't need to be retooled. But no, going back to this so Abraham said, blame the NWO and Steve Austin for being cool heels. People like who they are nowadays. And I mean, I wouldn't say blaming NWO and Steve Austin because, like, number one, them two went from being the bad motherfuckers to being the faces. But also, it really all depends on the narrative. The thing is with Steve Austin, he wasn't supposed to turn at WrestleMania 13. That wasn't supposed to happen. That double turn wasn't supposed to happen. But it happened organically. That's the thing. That's what made Steve Austin so popular. Everything with him happened organic. Everything that happened with the NWO, that happened organically as well. But the problem is that with NWO, it's like they stick to one narrative. They didn't allow them to branch off in different storylines or whatever with the NWO. They just stuck with one thing. Steve Austin, it was a process with him. You know what I'm saying? Once he would start feuding with Vince McMahon, biggest baby face in the business. So
with NWO though, because I was a big WCW person. So with NWO,
I wasn't.
I was a big The only people that could defeat the NWO was the NWO. When the Wolfpack came out, it made a difference because it was a different NWO. Also, anybody that fought against the NWO kind of got a push because it was Sting, Lex Luger. It elevated them and it made you want to cheer for them. It made you want to see Hulk Hogan not hit this leg drop and apparently kill somebody from a leg drop. That was you know, if you do a leg drop on somebody, that's you out for like 10 seconds with that leg drop.
Your neck is done.
Done. Esophagus just
right. You gonna be
whole chest for 10. You're like, all right, dog. But that's why NWO worked. It literally gave like, oh snap, somebody coming in. And when you had a face turn to NWO, it made it even better because it's like, well, damn, who all we got left?
Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So Malik said that Vince McMahon may be retired on screen, but to protect the value of the WWE, he's still majority shareholder, 80%. So he's really not gone. He's going to help the WWE. He's going to help run the WWE from home. That's how it looks.
As my boy Zig say, he working from home. He working from home. Vince is working from home. He's just, and even then, he may be in the building. He might just be in the skybox. We don't know. He could be in the trailer. He just not seen on TV. He could still be there. He has every right to be there. He's just can't say you going on now. He's just not allowed to say that. And right. I'm pretty sure they will have somebody there watching and kind of, you know, playing housekeeping to be like, if you see Vince doing some shit, you let us know, and then, you know, repercussions gonna be done. I'm pretty sure the investigators and everybody, there's some precautions to make sure Vince ain't illegally stepping his boundaries. So but even then, he owns the company still. So yeah, we don't know. We're just hoping for the best. And we all know, because even as a casual, they said Stephanie says she out. She want to spend time with her family. Triple H out. He's knocking on the devil's door, and bam, now they're both back, because those are the faces that we want. Because if they said, "Oh, Shane back," nobody wouldn't even blink the eye. They'd have been like, "Yeah, Vince still in charge."
Yeah, but no, we can't say that, because Shane and Vince have not been on one accord for years.
For a while. But still, they could say Shane just here because what Vince said, there will always be a McMahon in WWE. There will always. It's just Stephanie.
If we're gonna go down that route, then why? So are we gonna say, or we're gonna have that same energy for Stephanie, or like what's good?
Me personally, like I said, because Triple H is there. If it was just Stephanie on her own, yes, I would probably say this is just so she's daddy's princess. Always have been. Always. It was even in the storyline. Everybody can kind of see, hey, that probably is his favorite if you compare both the children. So yes, to me, if it was just Stephanie on her own, then yes, it would have been. She's just here because a favor to her dad. She get paid, even though they probably still was on payroll. But everybody get what they want. But now that it's Triple H is in charge of relations, that says something different, because then it's like, well, maybe it's Triple H is in charge and Stephanie is just there to say there's a McMahon on the board in case Triple H steps out of line, because we know Vince not signing over to somebody that's not a McMahon. That's the thing. It's not a McMahon has to be in charge. We just need the security of, hey, yeah, it's just the daughter. So go ahead.
So let me put this out here, because Malik just sent me this on the DM. So apparently, Shane McMahon is not expected to be back with the WWE. Shane is not on good terms with Stephanie. So I'm not surprised, because Shane does not fit that corporate Mcmahon, he don't fit that. Yeah, he don't. And the funny thing is like I've always liked Shane. Shane like was real with us.
Yeah, he
like,
was rambunctious.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he overperformed in some of these matches. I would still say like Shane's best match was against Kurt Angle in 2001.
The suplex, that was the suplex through the glass.
Yes, and he had a concussion, my nigga. Like, bro,
I remember that moment. That's why I was like, that moment plays with me. That lives rent free. That is a clip of Shane next to jumping off the elbow drops of doom that Shane has done, and that suplex live rent free in my head when it's like, oh, I'm about to do something crazy. Shane O'Mac.
Yes,
here come the money.
Yes, and like his theme sticks out with me, and he have had that since 2001, and it's still it. Like we don't normally find like, you know, authentic like themes that we still have in our head, like you said, that lives rent free in our heads or whatever. And it's a shame that, you know, it comes down to a clash of egos. Let me go to Ziggy real quick. Ziggy, if you are available, can you come on the podcast? Because I would love to talk to you real quick. Like me and your best friend would love to talk to you if you are available. If not, don't worry about it. We'll have you on another time. But Ziggy said that Shane wanted to buy the UFC, and he pops up. I hate him. I hate Ziggy.
Ask and you shall receive, my brother.
Thank you.
Not the U.S.
Coming
champ.
On.
The U.S. champ is here. The
terrible
American Nightmare.
Oh,
bro, get out of here! Get out of here with that!
He's in the building.
Stupid. I like that belt though. That belt is like really shiny on you. So you were saying that Shane wanted to buy the UFC in his early stages, and they told him to sit down. Bet they wish they listened to him now. So what did you mean by that?
Like Shane always had those like business, like all these like radical business decisions and investments that he wanted to do, and you know, they always told him to shut up and sit down. You know, that's why he left the company. He did that investment with some Chinese company or whatever it was down the line, in the early 2000s, and he was gone for so long. But yeah, Shane was always like kind of going along with what y'all was saying, that Shane wasn't always the traditional one of the family.
Yeah, he wasn't the traditional big man.
Because remember, UFC was different at the time. No, this mixed martial arts thing, nobody.
Right, and that's why they tried the Raw Underground, and that failed miserably.
Yeah. But also Vince and them was still writing that shit too. I'm sure when it was pitched, it probably wasn't like it probably wasn't executed how they thought it was going to come out.
No, it failed. It really did. Malik, I would love to have you on, but tonight is really all about A-Bit, myself, and Ziggy. So, but yeah, like it's just tonight. Yeah, we just want to I'll have you. Matter of fact, I'll do this for you guys. As a matter of fact, Ziggy, I'm glad you came on here. SummerSlam is next week. So what we'll do is we'll have you guys on here for fan reaction. We'll do that because we haven't did that in a long time. But like today, yeah, we're just gonna have A-Bit on here since he's the man of the hour. So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, let's move on to some other news. Ziggy, I might need your help because this
was good, big dog.
Is getting on my nerves. Okay, so let me see. What should we talk? Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me see, because I think I still have. Oh, okay. I'm gonna play you guys a clip. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this little number real quick, and this is stemming off from my Thursday podcast on the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. Here you go.
Even happened. This motherfucking coon ass nigga right here.
You know what? I'm trying to figure out why the fuck he's smiling like that and why
He should have stayed under the ring.
You know what,
Bruh.
nigga? I hate you.
You should have stayed under the fucking ring. Yes, this cool motherfucker right here, who comes out and has the nerve to say the WWE is a safe haven. It's safe haven. They don't talk on race. Wait. They don't talk on race, right? Okay. Y'all don't talk on race. Y'all don't talk on race. You're lucky I didn't bring the picture up with fucking Mizark and the DX dressed up in blackface. Y'all don't talk on race or politics, for that matter. For politics, for that matter. You know, y'all don't do that. Y'all didn't have a fake fucking George Bush come on television to call and say that, oh, Condoleezza Rice, that's one fine black bitch. You ain't having say that on TV now, did you? Oh, wait, y'all don't talk on religion. My nigga wrestled God. God. You had
X-Pac was actually dressed like a gorilla, so that's even more offensive.
Bro, I got one worse. You had a whole Italian man pretend to be your Muslim man and come out and say,
We don't talk about religion, but Undertaker had like 3 different. Undertaker had a whole cult. The Brood was another cult.
yes.
There's several cults in wrestling.
So all this talk from this motherfucker right here,
Somebody should have stayed under the ring.
You should stay your ass under the ring. You should have stayed your dumb ass under the ring.
Oh, you are savage as fuck for this. But he should have stayed under the ring.
His own hometown and said some dumb shit. Uncle Titus Ruckus. That's what I'm calling Uncle Titus Ruckus.
I'm sorry.
Like, oh, we don't talk on race, but remember, Vince came out. What up, G? Keep it up, my nigga. We ain't gonna do that.
Ja went in.
When I say that the Beefy Boys went in, they destroyed. I mean, yes, I had my hand in it, but when he said that Titus O'Neil needed to stay under the ring, I was done after that.
Uncle Titus Ruckus.
Uncle Titus Ruckus. Like, that shit right there was hilarious.
That man was just doing what they told him to do.
That man said, I still gotta get my check, dog.
Right, I still gotta get my check, but I'm still
Lord.
process. But so, A-Bid, so you, being the casual fan, like, okay, blank out the whole Titus.
Yeah. Take out that and speak on the actual promo that was cut.
Okay, so with you coming in and you seeing Titus O'Neil for the first time in I don't know how many years, the only time you see him is
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, right? And breast cancer awareness week, which is in October. So how do you look at, like, you know, with you being part of the culture and shit, like, you listen to that promo, like a Deftone promo, like, how do you feel about that?
I personally was like, I don't think you should be saying this. I don't think, not the fact that you're saying those words, I don't think this needs to be said as the opening state. Like, this the opener? This is what we talking about when the show start? No. Hey, we got a great show for y'all tonight, and we just want to. If this was me, this would have been my promo. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the show tonight. We, as the WWE, would like to say, hey, thank you all for the support that we have as our family goes through some troubling times. Each and every one of you here tonight, and for the millions and millions watching at home, WWE would like to say thank you, and we want you to know we're doing our best to make sure that the show goes on with the same level of expertise, expert results that each and every one of you deserve, despite everything that is going on with us today. Thank you for watching WWE, and thank you for being there for us. You all have a good night. Or thank you for the show. Let's open the show. That would have been my shit. I would have been like, Titus O'Neil, let's go. But no, I got, yeah, everybody, we doing good. We don't like hate. We hate here. We don't speak on it here. We as they, yeah, that was a different tone. If you would have just said, hey, thank you for, yes, we know what, just say, I would have took this. If they couldn't cut that promo, they would have did this. Hey, you know what the fuck going on around here. We know what the fuck going on around here. And look, we gonna get the shit together because we gotta keep these fucking lights on. Thank y'all. Start the fucking show and walk out the fucking ring. I'd have took that.
So basically, you think that it was a little bit over the top?
Yeah, it was so low bar that I don't see how anybody even said, yeah, this shit gonna be hot. This shit gonna be hot when we start the show. When we start the show, this shit gonna be heat.
And like what Malik said, like he said that he's the global ambassador for the WWE. No, you're the global ambassador for basements. That's what he is. Like no,
everyone's a global ambassador. You're a global ambassador, Chris. Everyone is a global ambassador.
Am I the global ambassador for porches?
If you watch the product, you a global ambassador. Because
that's what they said.
You are passing along and you are promoting the product because you're telling your friends about it. We're all global ambassadors.
No. The type of global ambassador he's talking about is the type of global ambassador that used to be in like the. Boy, please, thank you. No, my whole thing. You too.
I sent you the video.
We got balls in this house.
You know what? We ain't doing this. We're not doing this. Okay, just send me my balls if you could.
Got
you. What flavor you want? We got orange, black cherry,
skin.
My dog said skin. My dog says skin. What flavor balls you want?
Skin. I said color. This man said skin. You know what?
My dog says skin.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. I'm gonna move on. All right. So I hate you, Ziggy. Okay. I'm gonna go into this next subject. Okay, so this little number right here, because NXT 2.0. So they threw out the NXT Tag Team championships or whatever. What was up with that? And I had it.
They threw them out.
Yeah, so they threw them in the trash. I guess.
Who
did
that?
That's still metal, dog. It's worth something.
Yeah, they just threw them in the trash. Like, I mean, I heard the story. They said that I guess they don't have a tag team women's division.
Oh, the women's belt.
Yeah, the women's belt. I'm sorry, I got them. I got the division.
The women's tag team, the WWE women's tag team belts.
Yeah,
the one that Sasha and Naomi had.
Yeah,
correct. No,
not that one.
The NXT
2.0.
NXT.
They threw them in the trash. I don't know why, but they just threw them in the trash.
Well, they throw a lot of belts. The cruiserweight, they throw a lot of belts away at NXT. They say, fuck it, we don't need it. You don't need belts at NXT. This development, you don't need a fucking belt. You get the belts on the main roster. Wow. This is a training camp. This boot camp. This boot camp. You don't need belts in boot. You're the king of boot camp. We don't need fucking belts here. You don't need belts at boot camp.
That just it really blows my mind sometimes about this brand. Like I don't like me and you was talking about a bit, it needs to be interconnected. It cannot be like, okay, we're gonna go off in this direction and hope for the best. Like they shouldn't even do that.
I can see why they need. I can see why if they threw all tag team belts away from NXT, because they probably gonna say, "Hey, the likelihood of y'all staying together, or even both of y'all being signed, is damn near slim to none." So therefore, we don't need tag champs. We just need to see if you can work as a team with another wrestler.
So Ty said this: why should the Bella Twins get an AE documentary? Who wants to watch those bimbo bop head twins? Okay, so
you'd be surprised how many people is watching that shit.
Yeah, because
people
like
love drama.
Yeah, people that didn't watch, like I know people that didn't watch wrestling, but watched Total Divas and Total Bellas and knew all about
wrestling people.
Like, yeah. So unfortunately, people love reality TV. So
Ty also said that Cora Jade dropped the tag team title in the trash. Vince McMahon doesn't like tag team or women's wrestling. Why Mandy Messy Rose is still the NXT Women's Champion? I mean, just like I don't know. You just answered your question. Like why King of the Ring still exists?
It's just tradition at this point.
No,
you gotta have a king and queen of boot camp. You just need it.
Yeah, because Cora Jade, that's the skater wrestler chick that turned on her teammate like a few weeks ago.
Okay, hey, I gotta go and get my food. So Ziggy, can you take over for a second? So right now,
I got you.
So we were talking about NXT. Y'all can go over
we could take questions from the fans, like y'all.
Yeah.
All right, I got you, bro.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Man, it's just like old times,
It's like old times, dog. Just like old times, man.
Yeah.
Did y'all talk about what have y'all talked about so far? Did y'all talk about? I'm assuming y'all talked about.
We talked about Vince getting fired. We didn't say anything Ring of Honor. We didn't say anything Ring of Honor. It was just Vince, the NXT, and then he asked the question on, what did I think of the McMahon Helmsley era? And what do I think that means for wrestling as a casual fan?
All right, so as a casual fan, you know a little bit about Ring of Honor, right? Let me ask this.
Yes, I know of the poaching season for WWE.
Yeah, they definitely cherry picked the hell out of everybody, especially WWE cherry picked Ring of Honor. But what do you think of what happened recently with Ring of Honor with Claudio becoming the world champion of Ring of Honor and
everything that's going on. Okay, so one, I had to kind of look up. I know Chris. What think about Brock Lesnar's walkout of WWE? Okay, since we was talking about WWE, I'll do that because I know Chris wants to talk about.
I thought he came back. He came back at the end of SmackDown and beat the shit out of Theory.
Yeah, but I really think that I don't know what that opening was. That was like the weirdest opening of SmackDown that I've seen. Because usually they have their announcements, but Stephanie just immediately disappeared. She got out the ring and walked out. So I have a feeling that was not the original opening.
No.
And Brock had to be there. Like something got messed up for Brock to come back and then all that crap. But for me, if he walks out, like for real, that's gonna leave a very weird scene for everything, because who is really ready to step back into the main life after they in my opinion started burying Riddle and putting him wherever they just needed somebody to feud with because of the Cody Rhodes situation where him and Seth Rollins can't have their match.
Yeah, Cody getting hurt and really messed everything up.
Yeah, so who is stepping up that it would be organic and believable that this is not, oh yeah, we're we're in the middle of this and shit went left. What organically can really be said that, hey, this person will get the belt without the audience and everybody getting mad saying, I can't believe they just handed him the belt.
So who would be the champ? Who would win the championship that everyone would be happy with the result?
And how could they do it if he walked out after he beat Roman Reigns? Because I have a feeling he has to beat Roman Reigns because Roman has been saying he wants a break. He's tired. He wants out. So you can't go on vacation and do movies and shit with your cousin and you got 2 belts that I don't think they needed to unify to begin with, because you fired everybody. Now you don't have enough people on either show and you just SOL because you wrote yourself in a bad corner. So for me, I would say you can't have another tournament because we just had King of the Ring. If it was around King of the Ring, you could have said, hey, whoever wins King of the Ring automatically wins the title because they went through the gauntlet. So you can't do that. Money in the Bank has to cash in. So what? If he lose, he gonna just cash it in and be like, I want my match now. And win. This is a worse time for everything that has happened. In my opinion, if Brock walks out for real and he's slated to win, that's gonna piss Roman off even more because he like, so now I gotta go sit through another storyline. Or they gonna push it to Theory and then everybody gonna fucking revolt because they're gonna say you have AJ Styles, you have Edge with his, maybe Edge with the retool that supposedly Edge is gonna be getting with the new edgy Edge supposed to be coming back and he not looking like he was the man from Castaway. maybe when Edge returns that would be something. But
Edge,
because all honestly, I really want to see Dominic, not Dominic, what's the dude,
who's the
dude who took over for Rhea Ripley and
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. That shit is weird. Nah, Finn Balor been taking L's. I don't want to see that man take no more L's. He need a comeuppance. I feel like he should be doing something.
Now that Finn Balor is retired, is Theory still gonna be the golden boy? That was Vince's last pet
ditch
project.
effort for millennials. Mr. Millennial is how many Money in the Banks lost?
John Cena, Baron Corbin, Damian Sandow. I think that's
so Damian Priest. There we go. Damian Priest.
What do you think about Damian Priest?
Yeah, I would like to see Damian Priest get a push. Even if it don't amount to nothing, I would like to see him get a push and get out of and see how he does. See how he does in a push.
He was on his own for a little bit with that Bad Bunny stuff. Then they paired him with Edge with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, but
and then Edge got kicked out. Then Rhea Ripley got hurt. So it's kind of like, yeah.
So if Edge,
oh, that's right. Thanks, Reese. Braun Strowman was unsuccessful. I think that's your 4.
Okay, yeah. So Theory does have a track record that he can. He want to go back. He want to eat. He won't go back.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, you go.
No. I'm good. No, keep me down here. Okay, cool. So I can look inconspicuous.
So for me, it is. I want to see Damian Priest get a push just to see how he does. Just to see, because if you could have it where if Brock really does leave, Damian Priest get the belt, then this would make, and just by some fucked up way, Damian Priest get the belt.
The main belt?
Yeah, the main belt. The like whatever the unified colonial title gonna be, give him that belt. Some kind of way, give it to him. That way, when Edge come back and he like, y'all motherfuckers took everything from me. Now I'm back with a vengeance.
Colonial.
Hey,
What's that?
Universal Colonial World Heavy. Like,
I'm gonna go meet myself.
Yeah, the colonial, the colonization belt, the universal colonization belt.
Ty says Damian Priest is interesting. He's got potential to be a main event player.
Hey, Derek, I understand Seth Rollins or AJ Styles or Edge, but we gotta make it meaningful. And I really see that being the only storyline that it can work, where something is established versus us trying to just throw something else. Like, if they gave it to, who else would be good? If they could find a way to give it to Sheamus and then have the Scottish Warrior fucking go after that belt and give it to him. But it needs
Drew
to
McIntyre?
have, Drew McIntyre. A heel needs to have it, and then we could get this baby face triumphant, and we can say, hey, the Vince legacy died with the last heel, the baby face. Thank you. The casual wins a thumbs up. We need to have a baby face. hey. We need to say the heel era died with Vince McMahon and the era of the face has come, but we need to find a way to toss it to a heel. Whoever we need a significant heel.
What about Roman? He's technically a heel,
but Roman wants out. He wants
out.
So
you want somebody that's going to be there every day,
or at least. I want a champ who I see on TV. Yeah. I want a champ who I see on TV on Monday, on the regular week shows,
and at the pay-per-view.
But I at least want to see him twice a month on Monday or Friday. Mm-hmm. So and then I want to see him at a pay-per-view.
At least show up. Yeah.
Yes.
Because Roman ain't nowhere to be found.
Exactly. We see Usos. We see Big Us. We see Usos. So they're doing their
oh, that's a good one, Abraham. What do you think about Gunther?
Gunther?
I actually like Gunther though.
Okay.
He's like William Regal, like he's like the general? Like
he's good.
He don't mess around.
But I need him to get out that Carmen Sandiego jacket. I need him out there, Carmen Sandiego. Yeah, I need him. Either give him a hat to match it, or get him out that jacket. I need his man out the jacket. And the Kenny Omega, and that's why I said Seth Rollins is edgy, but he's an edgy asshole.
Yeah, I like that.
And it needs to be either dialed in or just turned all the way up. But they can do the power couple dynamic with him and his wife, and then we bringing all of this stuff back together as,
you know what this is what I'm gonna ask you, bro. What would be your main event picture? Let's build your main event roster. Like,
okay, my main event roster,
and then give me a champion, and then a mid card and a champion.
Okay, and I'll do you one better. I'll give you the rival for that person. All right. So my main champ,
like everybody is like a basketball court. Everybody's lined up against the wall.
All right, cool. So my WWE Unified Champ.
Yeah, GM mode.
Okay, my Unified Champ. Let's see.
We got Kevin Owens. We got Seth Rollins. We got Walter. Miz.
I would do Miz as my world champ heel.
All right.
I would give him. I would bring Edge in as his rivals if Edge comes back as a face. If Edge does not come back as a face, I would probably have Kevin Owens as my face. just because.
As a face, okay.
Yeah, as my face, just because it would be more of, we have the everyday working man, because it's political. So I'm gonna have the everyday working man, Mr.
Just Kevin
Dad
Owens
bod,
that look like us.
Yeah, dad bod, proving his American dream, living his best life. And then I would have the Miz, Mr. I've been handed everything on a silver platter. That's the dynamic I'm gonna build on them. For my intercontinental scene, I'm gonna go Shinsuke as the intercontinental, and I would have Austin Theory as that, because he was Vince's favorite and Shinsuke really was bottom tier for all the shit he was during King of the Ring, during his King of the Ring reign. I'm giving him a redemption arc for his King of the Ring reign. Then I would throw in as a triple threat Xavier Woods, because he's the current King of the Ring and he feels he's getting no respect. He will lose, but I have my King of the Ring doing something, and my King of the Ring does not have shit to do with my current unified title storyline. But he is looking
that is
for
true.
a belt.
Xavier has yet to win a singles belt yet.
Exactly.
And
so my US champ would be Bobby Lashley.
So that's still, so they got that right.
Yes, Bobby Lashley. Now, I need Braun Strowman or AJ Styles.
You gonna bring Braun Strowman back?
I would, because they want that big man. They want to see two big men just slapping each other. Or I would put Gunther in that.
Gunther and Bobby Lashley, I like that.
Gunther and Bobby Lashley, but
for the US title, they're gonna make that.
Yeah. So now we have, my overseas audience for US champ, not Intercontinental, US champ for overseas.
And Bobby Lashley was in the army.
Exactly. Okay. So
with that.
So now I have these political dynamics, as well as
WWE don't get political. Remember, we don't go.
We also ended racism. We also have a person who ended racism amongst the roster. Now, my controversial tag team.
Cody ended racism.
He's the American Nightmare. That's what he does.
So for my horrible tag team division, my champs will be two people who hate each other. Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, if he was 100%. I would have made that hey, look, let me throw some controversy in my tag team titles, and then have every tag team like, how did they win the belt? I'm gonna say, hey, y'all two have matches. Y'all gonna partner up tonight for a warm up and go ahead and warm up against my tag team champs. Or have it where the people who I was going against, they got injured. So I say, you know what? Y'all gonna fight for the tag team titles. Have fun. Just to make sure it's real. That way, I know you're gonna put on a good show for me. Have them win, and then it's like, yo, what? They won the tag team champs? Cool. Then I'm gonna have the New Day. I'm gonna have Vikings, and then I'm gonna have the two dudes that run with Sheamus. Those are my tag.
The Brawling Brutes.
Yeah. And the Usos, y'all going on vacation. Y'all been 369 days of fucking torture. Go relax. Enjoy. I see you when I see you. Come back refreshed. You've been fighting every fucking pay-per-view in some way.
They've been holding down
form. Yes.
They've been there. I do give them that.
But if the
profits,
but the injuries, I'm afraid of injuries at this point. Now, for just regular story, Street Profits, y'all going through a rough time. Y'all not gonna break up, but y'all gonna work this shit out in the ring. Beat each other up for a couple weeks. beat each other up, come back, y'all get together, y'all gonna win the tag team belts after y'all worked y'all shit out in the ring. I don't trust you no more. You been slacking off. Do you even want to be my partner? You my brother. And bam, y'all fighting, work it out in the ring, have a big kumbaya moment. The crowd is crying. They gonna break up, and done. They back together. They homies. I'ma give them a manager. I'ma find somebody who's sitting in catering and saying, "Hey, you with my boys now? Your ass on TV. You could do something. You could do something." But they gonna be my heel tag team. I like tag team divisions that have heels, and that way everybody that's good, that's the faces, because I feel like tag teams really are faces. For the good tag teams have that face energy.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you in a stable like DX and the Brood and all that other stuff. Ray and Dominic, I gotta bring back my cruiserweight belt. I need a cruiserweight belt. I got too many speedy, fast people, high flyers. AJ, you know what? Fuck it. X Division. I'm making my own X Division belt. I'm gonna make my own X Division belt, and that way I got AJ Styles and Riddle going fucking crazy. Jump off whatever the fuck you want. Climb the Raptors. Go off. Everybody, 24/7 title is not an X Division belt. Y'all have fun. Go crazy. Y'all run that. Y'all build that up. Women's division.
Yeah, she was supposed to be like that. Yeah.
Women's division. Tag team. I'm putting who was the two ladies from New Japan?
Was it Asuka?
One of them. Was there another one?
It was Kairi Sane, but she not there no more.
Oh, never mind then. Okay,
Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, I want them. I'm bringing her back. I'm putting them two together.
Kairi. They messed Kairi up because she was getting concussions and stuff, and they wasn't
taking care of her.
It wasn't. Yeah.
My tag team division, my female tag team. I want a vet and a young person. Show her the ropes. That's my developmental belt. When you get done with your partner and I break y'all up, you going for a world title shot. But you with somebody else. Or if y'all just want to say we want to be a tag team, we want to be a women's tag team, cool. That's fine. But if y'all want singles competition, I need a
Io Shirai too. That's right. Io, that'll work.
From
New Japan as well. Yeah,
I want two New Japan people, because New Japan's work, they workers. I need you to show these people who have not been in the industry or new to the industry what real work is. Because that's how we gonna get the women's division respected. Because it's not who's the prettiest in a bikini. No, they working, and it's not about looks. The looks are the looks are there for the audience, but your workmanship, that is what it is. I want somebody with a Thunder Rosa story, where is you built it up, you fought, you went through the bridge, you had a trainer, your trainer's your mentor. I want a dude to be a manager of a female, and he's the eye candy. He's the hold my belt, Steve. They don't have that. I want that in my women's division. The way they was objectifying women as managers, I'm gonna make that shit and be like, hey, one of y'all motherfuckers rub this baby oil on yourself, put on this Chippendales tie, and you up here holding this girl belt. And if they would have gave Charlotte Flair a boy toy to be like, imagine Charlotte Flair in the middle of a match, and she say, give me a towel, and she throw it at the motherfucker face, and he's sitting there, towel just draped over his shit. And she yelling at him, you the reason I almost got pinned. Give them those moments where the same way they was treating the women and she jumping around the ring, have a motherfucker do that. I'm pretty sure somebody in catering don't give a fuck, and he won't sit there and he just won't be on TV to just hulk up and have women objectify. Go ahead. I want that same energy for my woman's champ, where she got her boy toy who she tell what to do, hold her belt, hold a ring for her, because she's a real diva. If I could get somebody to do that for Sasha Banks, because she the boss needs a worker. I want them to treat her like the real boss. Hold my door open. We not on Twitch. You simping for me. You are my plaything. You hold the ring for me.
Plaything?
Yeah, I want somebody to be Sasha Banks' plaything, where they hold the rope open for complete servitude submission. That's what I want for somebody. And then when she lose and drop the belt to her face, he say, "I'm sick of this. You don't treat me like a person. I'm a person." And she slapped the shit out of him, and then they break up. But
very
that's
dramatic.
Yes, we are drama. They want drama. I'm giving them drama. Days of Our Lives is on every day when you tune in to my damn TV show.
Pretty much Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I'm that bitch.
Yes, yeah. I want it where if she like, hey, this rope too tall for me. She stand on his back and climb onto the rope, and then he go hold the rope up. I want that. I will give you the long Cody Road entrance where you stroll down to the ring and pyro and all that. That's what I want. And then I'm gonna have a women's mid-card belt, the workhorse belt. The same levels of belts my men get, the same level of belts. And because I have now 3 shows to do it, I can justify it. Because everybody will appear where I need you to be. Storylines may cross. It don't matter. As long as I have one belt and not multiple belts for each shows, you show up where I want you to show up. I could do house shows. I can do whatever I want because I only have those belts. I don't have a belt for each show. I have one belt with 3 shows.
You should be a pro wrestling fan, like full time, like for real. That was a very thorough explanation, and I'm very impressed by you, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Bro, tell Chris how we used to just be on the GM mode on 2K,
making shit up, dog. I used to write my own stories, and Zig was like,
we used to do our own e-feds on 2K and stuff. But yeah,
I used to do them in person.
You did. Yeah.
I used
the wild card.
Yes.
Yeah. You can always come out of retirement, though. We know. You can flip the switch.
Hey, Zig, you got that video of my promo? Did Chris ever see that?
No, I didn't.
I don't know. You got to send it to Chris.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you before we go to
he has a universal championship and everything.
Oh, shut up.
I do.
So have you ever thought about e-fed?
That is the part of the video that I have. Let's see if I can find that file. And
he had a few characters. So
yeah,
8-Bit would play multiple characters, and then we would play that on stream before we did the simulation match for the e-fed.
No, I'm talking about actual.
Oh, well, I know.
E-fed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Does this file still exist?
Because 8-Bit used to do improv and all type of other stuff. That I don't know if he told y'all about that, but yeah, 8-Bit used to do improv.
No. Yes, I studied improv and I did. Hey, I do have one, so it'll come up on my screen here. Let's see. Is it? Will it load up here?
Are you a sugar daddy on this?
Oh no, this was President PlayStation. This was me e-fetting.
But
where I was cutting a promo. I have
you got a wig on?
Yeah, he had the Donald Trump wig on.
You?
Oh my God!
You want?
Really?
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, and I'll cut a promo right here. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Oh, you gotta move your your video.
Yep. Oh my God!
I'm telling you, Chris, this dude.
Oh my God! Okay.
Well, hello, everyone. It is I. Wait, hold on.
You take two.
Get the strap up.
Take two. Scene one. And this is brought to you by Balls.
Hello,
Action.
everyone. Hello. My glorious. What's the federation? What's y'all
Take
federation?
three.
What's y'all federation name, Chris?
Oh, WCC Brawl.
WCC, bro. Okay. Hello, WCC. It is I, your king from Mars. President PlayStation, yes. The hugest star to ZTW ever. Team Epic, World Wrestling Federation champion, President PlayStation, El Presidente, the hugest star to ever grace the ring. Yes. Kiss, love. I would like to say I am back to the Wrestling Federation, and I will be the WCC Brawls champion. Why, you say? Who am I? Well, let me explain a few things. You all are so good at being bad, but none of you are bad at being good. And that is me, your king of chaos, your crumpet of construction. And by construction, I mean I will dissect every one of you, and I will win the WCC championship. Why? Because money talks and bullshit walks, and I'm the richest man any of you have ever seen.
Yes. Wow.
So
Okay,
yeah,
you
Chris.
take that wig off because that wig is bothering me. Okay, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Chris.
Okay, so we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Unfortunately,
right? Because I'm being called upstairs. So let's go to. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure. Okay. All right. There we go. Scroll. Oh shit.
oh, thank you. That is my character. My character's always like good
Over the top.
and over the top, but they will always be funny.
Mm-hmm. So, once again, that was some good shit, bro. That was some really good shit, and I definitely will be talking to you about that. So, everyone, we didn't get to all of the. Once again, I kind of figured that we wasn't going to get to all of the topics. We wanted to talk about Jonathan Gresham. However, we already talked about that on Twitter. So I just wanted to let you guys know there are going to be some material that I might not talk about on here because majority of my podcasting now is going to be on Twitter, and anything else that like left over and needs to be talked about will be on hashtag Heels for Life on Sundays. So that's why we didn't really go over the Jonathan Gresham. This was
follow him on Twitter. You got to.
Twitter is dope.
Where it's at.
It's where it's at.
Told you, bro.
Yeah. So like I approached 500 followers on Twitter
like that.
Instantly. Just like that. Yeah. And it's really cool, everyone. So 8-bit, I would say this about you. You are very inspiring. I thought Ziggy was. Now I see like where Ziggy got all of his knowledge from, you know what I'm saying, with the game, because he was definitely grown. So definitely over the last like 2 years or so. So I appreciate you coming on the show. We had fun. I had a ball with you. Thank you for I'll come with it. But yeah, you are awesome, bro. And I definitely gonna enjoy you on the spaces on Twitter. So. But no, next week, SummerSlam. More than likely, we are going to do Discord. We're going to do that again. And then afterwards, I promise you, we will be doing hashtag Heels for Life fan reaction on here. So the only reason why we didn't do that because this was 8-bit's time. So we wanted him to shine, get his story in tonight. And yeah, thank you once again for coming on. Ziggy, did you have anything for us?
Oh no, man, y'all hear me through like Chris said. Follow that man on Twitter because it goes down on Twitter, man.
Yes.
Like, I just be listening. Like Chris, no, I'll jump in and jump out. Like I listen. That legit gets me through the workday. Like,
and that gives me the answers that I need as well as through the workday. So I'll be taking like 15 minutes, like, yo, let me step away right quick. Yeah, man. I don't appreciate y'all talking about the 50 casuals like that. No, man.
And I know you gotta go, Chris, but last thing is like just some feedback. It really gives me like that old school feel of like, remember when we used to call in the shows? It really gives me that call in feel when
that radio,
that radio feel, kind of like how you used to do. Like I get that kind of feel like you. All right, hold on. We got somebody with their hands up. It's kind of like how you have callers. So I really like the vibe,
like Blog Talk Radio,
Twitter Spaces. Yeah. So, but
I
love it.
Yeah. So definitely, everybody, if you want to follow me, follow 8-bit. I think under his name, 8-bit.
Yep. 8-bit of fun.
And then Ziggy the Beast on Twitter.com, and also you can follow me, Mr. Team Breaker or Chris Dilworth. If you put in Chris Dilworth, it'll pop right up. So until that time, everyone, 8-bit, thank you so much, Ziggy, always.
Well, you already know, bro.
And I will see you guys next Sunday. Or no, you'll see me Thursday, and you'll see me on Saturday.
On Twitter.
We'll see you on Twitter, too.
We'll see you on Twitter.
Twitter as well.
Yes.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.